everyone, and hello to all my friends all over the world. Welcome back to another video. By the way, I'm wearing a scrub suit now because I just came from my work and I decided to make another informative video to all of you guys. I hope you will learn and watch this video because I'm going to share a lot of information about NNES application. By the way, for those who do not know me, my name is Freddy Opregon and I'm a registered nurse here in Canada. So let's start with the NNES. So what is NNES or NNAS stands for? So NNES stands for National Nursing Assessment Service. So this is the start of your application, guys. So this is very important. If you are planning to go here in Canada, you should start right away your applications. Once you have your visa on hand, you have to start your application right away because it will take time and there's a lot of documents that need to be part of the application. So, oh my God! Wow! Oh my God! NNES stands for the National Nursing Assessment Service. So, it is the national body that collects or assess information to all the internationally educated nurse who wants to practice or who wants to apply as a nurse here in Canada. Whichever province you are going to apply for your application, it's either Ontario, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, what else? Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, British Columbia, except for Quebec. So you have to gather your documents by starting your NNES application. So let's continue. So the NNES is the start of your application. So after you open your NNES account, NNES will tell you which documents they need to verify your personal information, your nursing education, your nursing registrations, and the past nursing experience. So let's start with the nursing education. So I know back home from the Philippines, we are finished our bachelor degree for nursing, so we need to verify that one, and then they are going to ask or collect informations. Like there's a form that you will submit to collect, or the College of Nursing will give an information about your education or the school. Another is your nursing registration. So when you pass our board exam, so PRC in the Philippines, so the Professional Regulation Commission will be the one to process your registration for your nursing license. So they are also going to fill out this form. Later on, we're going to discuss what happens if you're working in a hospital or in a community settings or in any areas of in the hospital, like if you're working in an emergency room or if you're working as a pedia nurse, operating room nurse, delivery nurse, and etc. You have to the NNES will also start your nursing experience. So, okay, let's continue. What are the requirements that the NNES need to ask from you? So first, this includes documents about your personal identity. Like for example, your passport. Another one is your birth certificate. Another one is your driver license or your UMID ID. Another important documents that the NNES is asking your nursing education. So For example, the verification forms, the transcript of records, the course syllabus or course syllabi, which is very important because they are going to base your education to Canadian standards, and they're going to compare if the education is comparable to the educational standards, because if your educational status or educational record does not match with the Canadian standard, or it's not comparable to the Canadian standards, you need to go back to school, or you need to go for another course to meet those standards. Another is the nursing registration, the verification forms from all jurisdictions where you have been registered as a nurse. So if you're a nurse in the Philippines, you need to the PRC will be the one to fill out this form and need to be sent to the College of Nursing, wherever province you're applying to. It's either Ontario, Nova Scotia, Alberta, British Columbia, and etc., except for Quebec, as what I have told earlier. Another is your employment status. It's very important that about your verification forms from the organization where you have worked, volunteer, or in the past 5 years. So they're going to ask your nursing experience, because if you don't have bedside care, so there are also they need a safe practice for you to be registered here in Canada. Another important requirements is your language proficiency. So your test result for IELTS or for your CELVAN. So once you have gathered your information, so you have to send this documents, or once you created your account rather, you need to comply with those documents and submit to the NNES. Okay. So let's continue, guys. By the way, there's a specific information about the NNES. It's in the applicant handbook. If you're going to go through that book, you will know the step-by-step process, or if you have a lot of different questions, there's a handbook there that will guide you. You're just going to download that one, then it's a PDF file that you are going to just upload in your computer and read through it. A lot of informations are there. So once the NNES, by the way, receives your applications, they're going to once they receive, they're going to review and store all documents that you and others submit. So, and ensure all your file contains document the college requires to determine if you guys. Okay, let's continue, guys. So as what I have told you, this includes your personal identity, 2ID that the NNES required, your nursing education, your nursing registration, which is the PRC in the Philippines, the Professional Regulation Commission, your employment or nursing experience, and your language proficiency. So there are 5 that you need. Personal identity requirements could be your passport, birth certificate, driver license, nursing education, your verification forms from a school or transcript of records, your course description, nursing registration, verification forms from all jurisdiction where you are registered to. If you are a registered nurse in Canada, in Abu Dhabi, and if you're going in the Middle East, you're going to declare that one. If you have experience back home, or if you were been in the Middle East, you can also include your nursing experience and your language proficiency for test. There's 5. So these are 5s: personal identity, nursing registration, nursing experience, your nursing registrations, and your language proficiency. So there are 5. So guys, once the NNES receive your applications, they're gonna review and store all those documents that you submitted, and they're gonna ensure your file contains documents that the college requires to determine if you meet the registration requirements, and ensure that your documents are valid and not falsified. And they're also going to evaluate your education documents against Canadian standards. So they're going to evaluate that one to check if you meet the requirements for in the college. So once by the way, let's continue. Once the NNES has authenticated and verified the required documents, conducted its assessment, your nursing education, you will receive instruction for applying into the college. So okay guys, let's continue. Once the NNES has authenticated and verified that the required documents and conducted each assessment of your nursing education, you will receive an instruction for applying to the college. The college will start okay. So once, let's continue guys. Once NNES has authenticated and verified the required documents and conducted its assessment for your nursing education, you will receive an instruction for applying to the college, wherever college you're applying to, so, or the regulatory body. The college will not start your application process until they receive a request from you to begin the process of your application to register in the regulatory body. It's either Ontario, British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and other province in Canada. And also, we're gonna not process if you're not required to pay to begin your registration process. You have to pay your registration process. I think you are going to pay around 360 for an RN, and also for RPN you're going to pay 360. I'm not sure if it's changing now, because I processed my last 2018 and 2019 last year. A report from NNES about your nursing education, registration history, and work experience. So the NNES will going also to give the college about their result. The college determines if you meet the specific registration requirements based on the documents that you submitted to NNES. And then if further assessment is needed, the college may ask you for more information. And for example, the college we're going to reassess all your nursing education and practice to determine if your application meet the nursing education requirement. And then as a result, the college may ask you to submit more for nursing practice, including verification forms and job descriptions since you graduated, then you provided to NNES. So once the college receive this information, they're gonna review your file and and inform if any further information, assessment, education, or training is required, and before you can write your national registration examination, which is your NCLEX. And okay, let's continue, guys. So the nursing education, the first step in the process is determining whether you meet the nursing education requirements. To do this, it is very important to send all information about your education to NNES for review. So NNES will not begin assessing your nursing education until it receives all the documentations related to any nursing programs or additional nursing education that you have indicated in your NNES application form. Remember that. College consider your application is non-refundable. Okay, guys. Fees and timeline. So the college initial application fee, it's payable when you ask the college to consider your application, and it's non-refundable. You may be entitled to a full or partial refund or other fees, including examination fees, and then you may contact the college if you have any questions. You can contact NNES directly also about its fee and refund policy. Let's continue, guys. Okay, I'm going to continue my discussion. So how long? I'm going to continue my discussion. So how long does the NNES process your application? It depends on how fast you are It depends on how you. It depends on how fast you comply or your documents. So for me, I start my NNES application. I got my visa around So okay, I'm going to Hello guys, welcome back. There's few questions. How long does it take for you to process your NNES application, and how long will it take to have a result? To answer your questions, it depends on how fast you're able to comply those required documents that the NNES is asking from you. If you're going to send right away your requirements, you'll be able to get your result 3 to 6 months. But if some people will get a result after a year because or some delays of their application. But you have also considered that you have to submit right away, because your NNES account will just stay for 1 year, and if you're not able to comply within that year, you're going to pay additional fee for you to reopen your account, or what they call the activation fee. I think it's $28. I'm not sure if I am right. Hello again, guys. You maybe have a question about how long does it take to process your NNES application, and how long does it take for you to get a result. To answer your question, it really depends on how fast you're going to comply with all the requirements by the NNES. So if you're going to comply or submit right away your documents that the NNES is asking from you, you will gonna get a result from 3 months to 6 months. But some people will get a result from a year, or it depends on how you comply your requirements, because yeah, that's what I have told you. Some people will get a result and the NNES will just have 1 year validity, and if you're not going to able to comply all those requirements, you have they will close your applications, and but they will gonna inform you that, hey, your NNES account is about to close. Would you like to continue your application? So you have to pay for that, for the reactivation fee. And I think I'm not sure how much is it, but I think it's not more than $100 or $50. So then for you to be able to reactivate your account. Another question is that you may be asked questions like, how much does it cost for you to open an NNES account? For you to open an NNES account, you have to pay around $650 US for your main applications. And if you have two applications, because let's say for example my situations, I applied both my LPN or RPN and my RN. So my main application is, I think, RPN, and then my other application is an RN. So I paid around $650 for the main application order. That's, yeah, $650 US. And the additional one is I paid around $220 US. And there are also extra fee, which is, if I'm going to convert it to Canadian dollars, I spent around 1,200 Canadian dollars, or it's around 48,000 to 50,000 pesos in Philippine money. So that's the cost of my NNES application, not including all those documents that I need to submit or I need to send through DHL from Philippines to in US. So it costs around, I think, included with the sending of the documents, around, it's cost roughly 60 to 65,000, I guess, because you also send your school syllabus, your nursing experience from your employer and the PRC. So you're gonna send all those forms, and I send those documents via DHL. Like, I have tracking numbers, so I can track the information or my documents when they able to arrive on the NNES. So like, it's very important to track, because you will know that your documents are safely arrived. And because it's also like there are some delays, or I'm scared if my documents were not able to arrive on the in the NNES office. So make sure. So I paid more than that, and then I have tracking number to check if it's arrived already. Hello everyone, let's go back to our video. Again, this is Freddy. So I'm going to show you the NNES website. So that's NNES.ca. So NNES stands for National Nursing Assessment Service, and it is the starting internationally educated nurses on their journey to nursing practice in Canada. So this is the main application for your registration in Canada if you want to be a nurse here. So there's a lot of information in this website. So you just have to, if you want to know or discover nursing in Canada, you can get that information here. And before you apply, what are the things that you should know, and then the application process. So we'll start the application process. So we'll just click that one, and so that's it. Application process is covered in Canada before you apply. So okay, so this is the overview of the application process for the NNES. So this is the step by step. Step 1, you have to create your online account. Create your online account with the NNES. And number 2, you have to submit your proof of identity documents. Step 3, submit your nursing education form. And step 4, submit your nursing registration form. And step 5, submit your nursing practice / employment form. And then the last one is you have to submit your language testing result, or your IELTS o SALBAN. There are provinces in Ontario you can waive your English proficiency. And then this one, guys, there's a handbook there. You can download that one. So all the information, if you have some questions with regards to reactivation fee, how much does it cost, the informations are all in the handbook. So please don't forget to download that applicant handbook and read all the information there, because it's very helpful, guys. I'll tell you, when I applied for my application, I just read that one cover to cover, so I would be able to know the informations. And then if you are going to apply, if you have already an account, you can apply or log into your account, and it will gonna bring you here again, the NNES or National Nursing Assessment Service. So this is where you can sign in your account. So by putting your email there and your password, and you just have to log in to your account, so it will gonna help you. And also I told you have to create an account. You can if you don't have an account yet, so you can if you don't have an account, so you just have to create a new account. So if you're going to click that one and create an account, it will tell you what to do. So registered with NNES. So in order to complete the online application process, please supply your email address. You will be sent a confirmation mail with the further instructions. So you write your email address here, and then you answer those questions, following questions. I think there are 3 questions. That's for security question, just in case you forgot your password, and they need to verify your account. They're gonna ask your security questions, and you have to answer that one correctly to be able to retrieve your account. And then there's a National Nursing Assessment Terms and Conditions, so privacy of the NNES. So you just have to read that one, and then by clicking and accept, I confirm that I have understood and agreed to all the terms and conditions listed above. So you just have to click that one and then accept that one, and you will continue to the other page, and they will gonna ask you next your other informations, for example your personal informations, like basic information, so your name, your age, your school, if you have any license in other jurisdictions, where you work from. And then after you complete all those informations, guys, they will gonna, and then you will gonna pay for the application fee. And then after that, there is after the application fee that you are able to pay for that, the form will be sent to, or can be downloaded on your account, and you just have to print that one and give to the school, to your employer, and to PRC, or the jurisdiction, or in the Philippines, professional Regulation Commission. So you have to give those forms. So let's try to log into my account. It's Freddy. Sorry. Obregon. .fo@gmail.com, and we just have to put our password. So guys, so I was able to open my account, although I have already a result, or because I have already an advisory report last year. So that's my account. You just have to port, you don't need to port your result because it will be already, the NNES will be the one to port your result to the college of where you're applying from. Like I'm applying for the College of Ontario, so they're gonna send this one. So, and then if you don't have an account in the College of CNO, you just have to also create your own account. So that's for today, guys. I hope that you like my video, and I hope that it helps you a lot in processing your applications. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more video update, and God bless everyone, and thank you.